Hey.
Oh, hello. I almost thought you weren't coming today.
Yeah, well... I ran into my friends, so I hung out with them for a while.
Is that so?
Yeah, I was in a good mood today, so I figured I should. I hadn't seen them in a while, which I had to come up with an excuse for, but I expected that. Plus, I have way more of these than I know what to do with, so I figured I would share with them too.
You made cupcakes.
You know it. It's been a while at this point, so I figured it was about time again. You can take one if you want.
How pretty. I just ate, so I may not be able to finish it. Are they for the club?
Yeah, I guess so. I didn't really think about it. I just made them.
Ah, I just thought that because green is Monica's favorite color, right?
Well, yeah, but that's not really...
This is green tea flavored. I love green tea.
Oh, do you? It was just a random idea I wanted to try, so... Don't laugh at me.
Ah, I'm not. I just felt happy.
Oh, sorry. Usually when... Never mind. What I mean is that I'm glad. Sorry for saying dumb things again. I just wanted to do something nice. And this is something I happen to be good at. And I do know that you like them, from past experience.
How did you get into baking?
Oh, well, I don't know. It kind of just always appealed to me. Well, a few years ago, I read this one manga with a lot of baking, so I got, super into it for a while. I was probably making stuff almost every day. But it's something that I always knew I liked anyway. It's like, baking is like an art, but when you get good at it, it gets more delicious, too.
I'm struggling to imagine myself putting my heart into something so artistic, knowing that it would just be eaten afterwards.
Yeah, maybe you're too practical for it.
I think I prefer to be on the receiving end.
That's my other favorite part about it. It's something I can do that makes a lot of people happy, unconditionally. Everyone is always so thankful, and in that moment you get to be the bringer of joy. I don't know, it just makes me feel...
Valued?
Yeah, I guess that.
So you were able to make up with your friends today?
There wasn't really anything to make up with them about. We weren't fighting or anything.
You weren't? Maybe I misunderstood.
It only turns into a fight if I lose my cool, and that's just unnecessary drama. It only makes things worse.
So, they're not going to stop?
I mean, it only happens sometimes anyway. It's just the way things are. I'm the only one who ever has a problem with it. It's not worth it. Especially since I have somewhere to go now and I don't feel like hanging out with them.
Oh, I see. I'm glad that the situation is resolved, and that you don't have to avoid them anymore.
Yeah, me too. And I don't have to bother you during your alone time anymore. I'm sure you have a lot of reading to catch up on.
Yeah.
I know that the cupcakes are basically nothing compared to all the stuff you've done for me, but it's the best I can do. So you can have the rest of them.
You should save them for your other friends.
But I made them for you.
I know. And I liked them very much, exactly as you thought. You succeeded. But I know you care about making your other friends happy too. And if this is the way you know how to make that happen, then I'm not going to take it from you.
No, they were for making you happy.
You make me happy! You're worth more than cupcakes to some people. That's why they want to spend time with you and be your friend. Natsuki?
I'm such a bad person.
I didn't mean to say something bad.
You didn't. I just really hate myself sometimes. And it feels so wrong when you say those nice things to me. Like I don't deserve it.
I'm sorry.
No, I am. I'm so difficult. And I can't think of even a single thing about myself that somebody would like. And I hated myself for bothering you during lunch. I just thought it was my chance to be a good person, like to be nice and do the things he wrote about in the letter. I knew that if I tried in the club, Sayori and Monica would be super annoying and make a huge deal out of it.
You know, I think a lot of those negative things too about myself. I never felt like a good person. I always scrutinize everything I say, and later I feel like I said all the wrong things. And I just spend so much time thinking about myself, hating myself, and feeling like everyone else must hate me too. So I understand some of that through my own experience, and that's why I wanted to write the letter and express my feelings. It pained me to see those things in someone else that I saw in myself. Monica told me that it takes a good person to reflect on these things. The desire to improve yourself, that makes you a good person, so don't worry so much. Also, there are things about you that people would like, so...
Like what?
Like how you're fun for people to be around, and you're not shy, and you know how to make people laugh, and you're very passionate about things, and you know how to take the lead, and you care a lot about other people. And just a lot of things.
Oh. Well, now you're making me feel really embarrassed.
Well, you're the one who asked. And don't you think I feel embarrassed?
Every time I come here, I always think it's the last time, but then I keep coming back for some reason.
Is that bad?
Just really confusing. I mean, my friends and I go way back, so ditching them all the time feels like, I don't know.
Feels like what?
Maybe I'm scared that they'll get mad at me. I really don't know what to do.
What would you do, hypothetically, if your friends were happy for you instead of mad at you?
Happy for what?
Happy that your new club is making you happy.
Well, that's just not a fair hypothetical. I always told myself that I don't rely on the approval of others to be happy. And I still feel that way, but I'm spending time with people who put me down whenever I don't have their approval. That's probably what's making me feel so confused. Because I'm threatened out of things that should make me happy. So no matter what, it's like I have to be unhappy to be happy. It's making my head hurt.
That must make it really difficult to feel comfortable with yourself. Being made to feel like you're wrong just for being the person you are.
It really goes against everything I believe in, doesn't it? It goes against the kind of person I want to be. I'm fed up with it. I'm fed up with a lot of things. I know what's best for me, but I keep convincing myself out of it. It's so much easier to be comfortably unhappy than it is to do something so scary.
To do what?
You know, to end it.
With them? I didn't think you were actively considering that as an option.
I wasn't. until recently. It's just one of those things where, like, it's been a certain way for so long that you just get used to it. Like, so much of you has gone into it. So much that it feels like that's just how your life is. And throwing it away is like throwing away such a big part of your life. It makes me feel sick to think about. It's just really scary. It's terrifying.
What are you scared of?
I don't know. A lot of things. Like being alone, not having anyone to talk to or hang out with, not being able to replace what I have with them. And I don't want them to hate me. And I'm scared they'll hurt me for going against them.
Physically?
Not physically, but...
Natsuki.
What?
If anyone even thinks to cause you harm, I will unleash hell upon them. Don't laugh at me!
Sorry, I was just... I like that. That's all.
Oh. Well, I meant it.
I know you did. I needed it. Just take them, okay? I don't want other people to have them anymore.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
I will then. I'll enjoy them. Ah, you're here first today.
Mm-hmm.
And you brought reading material.
Mm-hmm. It sucks when a good series has to come to an end. Like, it's such a big part of your life, and then one day there's just nothing left. It makes you feel so empty.
Unfortunately, I'm about to experience that myself. I'm on the last book of this series.
That sucks.
But there's also something satisfying about letting a story conclude. I don't know if I'd want it to go on forever.
Maybe. But there are some things that I wish could.
On the other hand, have you ever read something that overstayed its welcome?
Yeah, definitely. I can think of at least one thing I've read that got pretty unbearable like halfway through, and the ending really sucked. So, it sucks when something good has to end, but it also sucks when they just keep inventing more plot until you don't like it anymore. I guess it sucks either way.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's the nature of all things. They come to an end.
You don't go out during the weekends, right?
Excuse me?
Like, with friends, at the mall or downtown or whatever.
I'm not a total shut-in, you know.
Oh, my bad for making assumptions.
Well, I'm sure I go out less often than other people, like you and the others in the club. I don't really meet with friends and arbitrarily spend time like that. I'm usually meeting with my board game group.
Board game group?
It doesn't matter, it's just more nerdy stuff. Why do you ask, anyway?
I was just curious. I just realized that I couldn't picture it, so I was just curious. Don't look at me like that.
Sorry.
I can't take this.
Did I do something?
I did. I ended it. I texted them earlier telling them. And then I just blocked them because I'm so afraid of their responses. And now it feels like I'm dying inside.
Oh, that's... I'm sorry.
Help me. I feel sick and I want to hit my head against things. Please help. I can't take this.
You may be having a panic attack. I have experience with this, so I'll help you through it, okay? Can you feel my hands? You're safe right now. You're in a good and safe place where nothing can hurt you. We'll do a breathing exercise together. All you have to do is listen to my breaths and breathe along with me. Let's breathe in now. That's good. Let's keep going. Let's focus on the physical world. All you have to do is focus on the feeling of your breaths going in and out, and the weight of my hands on your shoulders. You're in a safe and comfortable physical space.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to freak out. I don't know what my deal is.
You don't have to apologize. This must be enormously stressful for you.
Is that going to keep happening?
It may, or it may not. We can take measures to help prevent it in the future, but I think it will naturally get better over time.
I don't think I could have gotten through that alone.
You're not alone. From now on, you don't have to do anything alone.
Do you really mean that? You're probably gonna regret saying that if you do.
How so?
Because I'm probably gonna have a lot of free time during the weekends from now on. So you're giving me permission to be as annoying as I want and drag you around to a lot of places.
I see.
But you already said it, so you can't take it back now.
Ah. Well, I suppose I have no choice but to accept that responsibility then.
Mm-hmm. I know a good ice cream place.
Oh? That means you'll finally figure out my favorite ice cream flavor.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Oh, you don't remember? The first day that you came to the club, you guessed everyone's favorite ice cream flavor. But for me, you said you had no idea.
Seriously? I don't remember that at all. Oh wait, yes I do. I said it was probably green tea.
It's a good guess, but my favorite is usually to get chocolate and raspberry together.
Chocolate and raspberry? How fancy.
How is that fancy?
Oh, I don't know. I feel like I should have guessed something like that.
Well, maybe next time I'll try chocolate and strawberry.
Hey, strawberry's my favorite.
What a coincidence.
I think it helps to have something to look forward to. I still have the sick feeling in my stomach, but it's easier now to convince myself that I did the right thing.
Is there anything better I could be doing?
Not that I know of. There's nothing that will make this easier for me. But you already did more than I thought anyone could. Come to think of it, we never talked about the letter you wrote. But I feel like we're way past that at this point. I don't even know what to talk about. Except that I think it helped me understand my needs a little bit better. The way I like to be treated. And the kinds of friends that I want to have. That's why I wanted to start coming here in the first place, even though I was so scared of causing more problems.
I thought it was a coincidence that you ran into me here initially.
Oh, well, not exactly.
What do you mean?
Nothing. I may have tracked you down first. With the help of Sayori.
But you said...
I was shy, okay? I wasn't ready to, whatever. You know what I'm saying.
Well, I guess I'm glad that you worked up the courage, even if it was in your own way. I can tell that you've been making a lot of difficult decisions. It's brave, and it will make things better in the long run. I think anyone would be proud of you for it.
Anyone? You mean, like you?
Yes, like me.
You know, I could get used to this.
As long as you don't tease me too much.
Fine. Just a little then.
That's fine. I know how uncertain everything feels to you right now, but I really do think that good things are in store. Those are my honest feelings.
Thanks. It feels nice to be reassured.